Oh, do I have a banger for you guys today? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and this is Ultra Mega. And our boy goes on his first training arc to finally understand his abilities, finally become the hero we know he can be. And he's going to need to, because the Ultra Mega King is on Earth, with the ability to turn any kaiju into weaponry. And oh yes, he's about to fight the Kaiju Queen. It's about to be exciting, so click subscribe. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Our story continues with our boy Noah trying to freaking learn. But to learn, he has to shrink in size to enter a doorway. Now, please understand, he's an Ultra Mega, so at the presence of kaijus, he cannot shrink. The very air itself carries kaiju essence. There is no way he's getting through that door. He had to actually squat and squirm like a worm into the hole. It was funny to read. But you're not here to watch the main character get stuck in a hole, right? You're here to see battle. Because as I said earlier, the Ultra Mega King is here with his weapon, facing off against the Kaiju Queen. Mind you, she's very, very angry with the fact that he turned her kids into weaponry. She was pissed off. He did not care. He didn't even want to fight her himself. He had his goon cube. Literally, that's what it's called. A cube with all of his goons. With the snap of his finger, two pulled up like, yes, boss. His instructions were simple. Destroy limbs, crack skulls. Do not kill. We need to eat them. Remember? She, the Kaiju Queen, had her own goons. Matter of fact, she had a lot of them. Defend your queen. Both of them went to do battle, but she thought tactical. Most of her soldiers were not just strong, they had ways of defeating the strong. Like one of her monsters actually rained down acid, and it was funny to watch. The king was not impressed. God damn it, guys, you're embarrassing me. Even when they popped out, they looked gross. They kept coming closer to the king like, help me, my lord. Whoa, stay back. You disgusting. Matter of fact, why am I taking it easy? Goon Cube, unleash. He popped the whole cube, and that stuff had about 100 of these freaking Ultra Mega Giants. It was war, and the queen was not ready for it at all. Look at the sheer size of them, and they were about 100 plus. Now, our MC was still trapped in a hole. Even his sensei was like, what the hell are you doing? This is something I'm not supposed to do, but I'll help you. This is embarrassing as hell. You're supposed to be able to do these things, but he wasn't able to. The first hole was stressful. The second hole was just torture. Like I said, we're not here for him for now. Two goon squads were about to do battle. One wielded a hammer, and with his strike, it was like an atomic bomb went off. The city was ash. Everything was ash. Only he remained. But the queen was not weak. Neither were her soldiers, because one of them was literally Acid Man. Every creature who steps in his portal died. But they don't call them goons for nothing, because even if you take them down, they will take you down in the process. One by one, all of her men failed. Every single one of them were becoming food. Literally, they were ripping off their limbs and tossing them in a pile to eat later. How freaking insane is that? They were supposed to be rivals. They were lunch. The queen said nah. She wasn't standing for this shit. She moved quickly and ripped off one of the Ultra Mega's heads and used it as a mace. Dead ass in seconds. She annihilated like 4 or 5 of them. She was powerful. Really, really powerful. But not that powerful. The hammer-wielding Ultra Mega slammed her into the ground with his shockwave hammer, and she, or rather the weapon she carried, was obliterated. She was weak. She had no goons. She was alone. And as expected, the Kaiju King took her head. He left her there and screamed, "Long live the Ultra Mega. This planet is ours." He was right. The queen was dead. They had no defenders. And oh, I might have lied, she wasn't as dead as we thought, because she managed to worm her way to survival underground, where she had a backup plan set up. Because yeah, she planned for this kinda. There was supposed to be humans backing her up, and the specific human was back with our main character. His training arc was about to begin. He awoken on a planetoid. This planetoid was apparently very light. He, standing on the surface, was already taking much of the space, and the ruler of this planetoid was a former Ultra Mega who was dead, long since dead. I am Ultra Z. Who dares stand on my planet? You are heavy. You are dragging us into the abyss. The abyss? Yeah, the unknown beneath the planet, where most of the denied heroes die. What the hell happened to your hand? Ooh, I lost it in battle against my stepbrother. You're not gonna survive this. Survive? Yeah, survive. Welcome to the battle ladder. Look up. Those are planetoids. You have to defend, or rather fight against every champion on every one of them. They ain't stars, son. Training began. He just launched an attack and rocked homeboy. He punched him so hard, he left the planetoid and was falling towards the abyss. He only thought quick enough to blast himself out. But the thing is, he landed on another planetoid, where he in turn had to fight not just the warrior he just left behind, but that planet's protector. And so it went. Fight after fight after fight on every landmass with every warrior. The beatdown was so insane his instincts kicked in, allowing him to utilize his power really. He didn't need no robotic hands, he could just grow another limb. And this limb could be a snakehead, shooting out fire. Ooh, nice. You may survive this yet. On the surface though, years have passed. The freaking Ultramegas have ruled this planet harshly. People are running for their lives. They don't want to be lunch. And the Ultramegas who came from the Rainbow Planet, the chilled guys, they were just here trying to motivate Jason. Yeah, Noah's dad, the original Ultramega. Now, in my opinion, they motivated him to his death because for some reason he decides to walk in the desert alone. Back with his son, though, he was training. Year 3, he was fighting. Year 6, he was fighting. Year 7, he was fighting. Homeboy was evolving before our eyes. He was no longer a kid. I mean, when he started this, he was like 15. Now he's like 19 or so. He knows combat. He's been fighting for years. And now he's supposed to face the lost champion. This was supposed to be the toughest, strongest champion he was ever going to face. And he was not prepared, which is why he didn't realize this champion was literally right behind him. When it finally clicked, he tried to lash out, but homeboy was quick. He was gone. Now it's been 7 to 8 years. He's learned a lot of tricks and ways to attack. And he did this. He launched multiple attacks. But this guy was just different. I mean, before he knew it, he was right in front of him. He tapped his chest and just pulled out an infant, leaving a gaping hole in our hero's body. That was the end. He lost. And he lost bad. He tried to fight his way, but this wasn't no fight. This wasn't no battle. It was just pure defeat. He tried to move, and then he noticed he was in his giant form, surrounded by a city. Warrior he just fought was in that city, and then it clicked. He was the monster. So he decided to do the right thing. With his own hand, he slit his throat and pulled away his head and died. Our hero just died. Come to find out all this was in his head. This wasn't no combat training. The lost fight was not a fight at all. It was acceptance of the impossible, acceptance of defeat. How do you win when you don't know how low you can go? This was his lowest point, and as soon as he overcomes this, he will become something new. He will evolve, and I'm here for it. I hope you are too. Please come back, subscribe, drop a comment. A tip will be nice. Join the family. Peace.